Hi guys, it's Layla's Tutorials and today is my first video and it's going to be a beginner's ballet and stretch class. This class is aimed at all ages, so it isn't particularly hard, it's just meant to strengthen and stretch out your muscles. So we're going to start at the bar, and it's perfectly fine if you don't have a bar. You can just use a chair or the side of your kitchen table, anything that will give you a little bit of support. And we're starting with our pliés, which means to bend. When we do them, we've got to remember to get our knees over our toes and not roll forwards. We're going to start and prepare for music. 7, 8, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, rise 5, 6 seconds, 7, 8. 8. Then we're going to use arms the second time, so we're going to bring down 1, 2, open 3, 4, lift 5, 6 to second. And then we'll finish with the music. So the music's quite slow, so you've not got to worry about that, and you can just follow along on the screen if you forget at any points. So now we're just going to repeat that same exercise on the other side. Move on to our stretching exercise. So with the music, we're going to prepare our arm out to second, and then we're going to go forward, keeping our legs straight, and go as far as you can, keeping your arm above your head. And then for 4 counts, we're going to hold it and come up 5, 6, 7, 8. And when we come up, we've got to make sure our arm stays in line with our head, like there's a string attached. And then we're going to reach up and go back for 4 counts, as far as you can, and then up 5, 6, turn to the bar, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, overarm, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to turn around and repeat the exercise on the other side. onto our battement tendus and we're going to stand in third position, and the foot furthest away from the bar is going to be in front, and we've got to keep our legs as turned out as possible and put the foot over the other foot as tight as you can. Prepare the arm, 7, 8, and then we're going to go 3 forwards, going through the floor as we go out and as we close, and then we're going to plie, bringing the arm down. Then we're going to go out second, and we're going to close behind first, and then close in front, then close behind. So when we go to the side, the foot closes in the place where we've just not been. So after we go to the front, we go to the side, it closes behind. After we go to the back and we go to the side, we close in front, if that makes sense. Grand meaning big and battement meaning to beat. And we're going to stand in third position again, or a fifth, depending on what level you're at. And we're going to prepare out second, and it's basically the same as the battement tendus, but with a grand battement. And you've got to try and kick your leg as high as possible, keeping the hips square and forwards and your legs straight. So it doesn't matter if yours only goes to 45 degrees as long as it's got good technique, because this is going to strengthen your legs. So 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plie. Outside 1, to the back first. I want you to think about when you kick up, to do it with lots of force and then to control it down. Especially when you go to the side, try and keep your, oh, hello beast. Here's my dog. Good boy. Yeah, so especially when you go out to the side, I want you to try and keep your legs turned out and don't go like that with your hip. Keep your hips square, facing forward. Like you've got 2 lights here and you want them facing the front and your hips turned out. our ankles and our feet. We're going to start in parallel. So we're going to go up for 1, 2, hold 3, 4, over 5, 6, up 7, down 8, and then we're going to repeat that. So up 1, 2, hold 3, 4, over 5, 6, up 7 and 8. Then we're going to turn out to first position and repeat the same exercise. So we're going to go 1, 2, hold 3, 4, over 5, 6, 7 and 8. And really try and push your demi point.
How's she going to live in Mansfield?
That's also a good exercise to do if you're on point, because that strengthens your ankles, and you can do it on flats or with your point shoes. So we're going to start with our right leg in the front facing quasi, which means the corner. And we're going to chasse forwards, 1, 2, transferring the weight to the front, up 3, 4, and we're going to bring our arms to attitude position, which means our back arm is going to be up to the ceiling and our front arm is going to be out to the side, keeping our arms rounded. Then we're going to go back onto the back leg, 5, 6, point, 7, 8. We're going to go down the leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, walk 5, 6, 7.8, and we're going to prepare to do an arabesque. And when we do an arabesque, we need to make sure we're stretching our legs really tight and we're stretching our glutes. And we're going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4, down 5, 6 and 7, 8 to face the other corner. We're going to chasse 1, 2, exercise is also going to be in the centre, and it consists of releves and échappés. So with a releve, we start in 5th position or your well crossed third, and we plie and we pull up and we go onto kind of a rise position, putting the front foot in front of the back, and we make sure we do it in the middle of us, so we don't go onto one leg or the back leg, we go in the middle of us. And we go as high on our toes as we can. 3 of those, 1, 2, so we stay on the same leg. Then we're going to go out to second and doing an échappé. And when we're doing an échappé, we've got to make sure we also keep the weight in the middle and we don't go out like that. So our legs are going to shoot out as fast as we can. They're going to straighten onto our toes, and as you come in, the leg changes. So we're going to go 1 on the other leg. So this time we're going to just it. So we're going to go to second, doing an échappé for 3, and then a relevé on 4. In first position, and we're going to do 4 jumps in, and we're going to do 4 sautés in first. So sauté means jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, jumping as high as we can, and then we're going to go out to second and go 1, 2, 3, back in, and then we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, but this time we're going to do changement, so which means to change. So we're going to bring the right leg in front first, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you aren't able to jump for any reason, that's perfectly fine. You can just do it as a rise. For every 4 jumps we do, I would say do 1 rise. So we're going to do 1, 2, down 3, to second, 1, 2, to third, 1, 2, then the other leg, back to first. Do a quick cool down. So we're going to bring our legs into a froggy position, and we're just going to hold it there for 20 seconds. Now we're just going to sit with our legs in front, our legs straight and our toes pointed. Just going to reach forward and hold it for 20 seconds. And then we're going to go into a lunge position with our knee on the floor, trying to get our hips as close to the floor as we can. And then we're just going to reach up and hold it. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Try and push a little bit further. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. And then we're going to push back, getting this leg into a right angle position, this leg straight, and we're going to flex the foot and reach. And now we're going to just repeat that on the other side. So get into our lunge position and push to the floor and hold it. And breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, try and push a bit further and breathe out. And we're going to rock back again, keeping this in a right angle, and flex the foot. And then we're just going to our arms, so one arm over, and the other arm. So now we're going to stretch our back out a little bit. And if you can't go very far, that's fine. Just go as far as you can. So we're going to just lift up, taking our head back first. And down. And up one more time, as far as you can, but be careful. And down. And then stretch the other way. That was my beginner's ballet and stretch class. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learnt something. I will be doing some harder videos to come if you did find this one okay. And if you did struggle with this, keep trying, keep doing this video. There will be some more beginners videos as well. And yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to film a little routine for you to learn. So be sure to check that out and subscribe to the channel for more videos and like this if you enjoyed it. Bye!